last time we filmed car chats, we were in a rental car, and I felt like the camera sat in that car a lot nicer than it. So if you have any tips of how to like keep your camera on the car without it flying everywhere,
or a good mount,
let us know.
I noticed that our dashboard's kind of like slick.
Yeah, it's not like sticky, so the camera just kind of. Anyways, that's fine. Welcome back to Car Chats, where we have profound, funny chats in the car.
Meaningful, consequential chats in the car. I've been thinking about the topic of the perfect cities to live in, and I've landed on a verdict. There is no perfect city to live in. You just have to choose which cons of each city you hate least.
You hate least, yeah.
You
You're
know what
okay
I mean?
with living in.
And so we live in Vancouver, Canada, really rainy city like Portland or Seattle or London. And then we thought, should we move to a warmer spot, warmer place in the world that maybe rains less, like Arizona or Ontario, like Toronto or Calgary or Texas or California?
Yeah, I made that face because Toronto, I wouldn't classify as warmer. It's warmer in the summer.
Sorry, what I should say is rains less and or is warmer.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So we thought of these different locations. I think I said California twice, by the way. Yeah, and then I look at every single location that we thought of, and it has a thing that we dislike more than the rain.
Natural disasters, extreme heat, where you can't even have fun in the summer, which is the best time of year.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Like, take Florida, for example. It's beautiful. Arguably one of the most beautiful places to live in North America. But there's, like, real danger or a real risk when it comes to natural disasters. Like, will a tornado rip apart my house at any moment's notice? Will there be a hurricane that ruins the way we exist? Think about Texas. People who I talk to, our friends who have lived in Texas, say you're pretty much hiding out in the summer in whatever air conditioned building you can find because it's so hot.
You're going from AC to AC or just living in a pool.
Yeah, and the thing with Texas is, like, out here in Vancouver in Canada, I always get like this sponsored ads that go like, spend $400,000 and get this mansion in Texas. And we want to have a big family. So with that, we want to have a more sizable, like, spacious house.
Like
not a mansion, but
where we live, I don't think you can get a house for $400,000.
Yeah, or
maybe
a condo
an
even.
apartment. I don't even think they go for that.
Yeah, so sometimes we think about these different areas, and I'm like, but what do you think? Do you think there's a perfect place to live?
No. I don't think so, because even when you think of like Italy and stuff, it's like
it's hard to find jobs.
Like,
yeah,
the streets are so small and like everything's old and
not very drivable.
Yeah,
I guess someone would argue there isn't a perfect place to live, but there could be a perfect place to live for specific personalities. Like there's some people who might say, oh, I don't actually mind the streets in Italy and I don't want to drive that much.
It's true.
And I live a job that I can work remote from wherever, so it's actually the perfect place to live for me.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Could be. What's your perfect place to live? Let us know. Okay, I have some questions for you. What do you think about soft launching? Do you know what soft launching is?
Is that something to do with relationships?
Yeah.
Like where you just post someone's like hand?
Yeah.
Or if it's a guy posting, it's like her purse?
Yeah.
But I feel like it's more common with guys than girls. Or with girls than guys.
Like girls to post it of
soft
their guy.
launching.
Yeah.
I don't see a guy posting like a hand with like
the guys just don't post.
Done fingernails. Yeah.
I think that's more
the
common.
male soft launch is not posting.
Well, yeah, it's just like
it's either you see
no
us
launch.
or you don't.
There's no launch. So what do you think of soft launching? Like, do you think?
I don't know. Like, I start thinking, like, what's the benefit of it?
It just feels like it's creating some unnecessary drama. The people that care about your life enough probably know you're in a relationship.
Do you mean, like, drama or attention? Because I don't see drama.
Yeah, I guess, like, attention or trying to, like, they're in a relationship.
Like, made a story or create, like, a story.
Yeah.
Out of nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like, just show them. That's how I think. I don't think there's
Did we
really
soft launch or hard launch?
We hard launched, for sure. I remember I posted a picture of me and you at a wedding.
Oh,
and the caption was, if you don't know now, you know.
How did you feel about that caption? Did that feel?
At the time of my vibe on Instagram, it fit.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't do that now. But at the time of the way I acted on Instagram, and I was really into Biggie Smalls also at the time.
That's a nod to Biggie.
So.
What are the pros and cons to a a soft launch? Is it like, oh, if you soft launch, if it doesn't work out, you can just say,
yeah, that's true.
oh, that was just a mystery hand.
Yeah, that's a good, and then no one knows who
It
they
wasn't.
are.
It wasn't. It was a phantom hand.
That's true.
Try to think of other benefits. Oh, it's like people know you're taken
Yeah, people know you're taken.
without you having to disclose who the person is.
Yeah, so then they stop wondering about you if they're wondering. But you know what I think soft launching contributes to this like world of social media that's like not real.
Yeah.
Like it's like this created world
Yeah.
of like, oh yeah, I'm with someone, but they don't exist fully in my world yet on social
Interesting.
media, but they
Yeah.
exist in my real life world. I'm just resistant to anything that like does that. You know what I mean?
I think launches in general need to be revisited. Hear me out, because I think launches of anything, whether it be as inconsequential as getting accepted into a university or as consequential as you're having a baby, almost reinforce this idea that we're more important than we are.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that sounds pessimistic, but there is this thing where we want to establish this self-importance.
Yeah.
I think one of the worst things that Instagram did was allow people to like apply for those blue checks.
No, they paid for them monthly.
Yeah,
which makes me see that. I thought it was just like you apply and then you just get it.
Yeah, and for
but
me,
now
I'm
that
just
I know you
like,
have to pay for them, I'm
how
wow.
like narcissistic have we become as a culture,
Mm-hmm.
where we're paying for like this blue check that doesn't actually communicate anything other than we paid to appear to be validated as an important person
Yeah.
or public figure. And I'm just like, and I feel like soft launches are in the same spirit. It's like, you care about what my life,
Yeah, you must
is.
care enough to be so curious.
you care about a big thing in my life or a medium thing in my
Yeah.
life. And this is why I think it reinforces this like degree of self-importance, because the reality is the closest people in your life actually know about this relationship.
Yeah.
And your relatives know or have an idea. So you're doing it for like the 90%. And I think 90% of our social media followers like are very loose connections,
Mm-hmm.
or they used to be acquaintances, or they used to be friends. But it's almost like they become our audience,
Mm-hmm.
and we go, I'm gonna drop this hint as if I'm like Taylor Swift dropping an album. It's
Yeah.
like, maybe I need to hear this, but I don't know who else needs to hear this. But you're not Taylor Swift.
And they don't care.
There, I said it.
They don't care.
Yeah, I think all of us could use a healthy dose of no one thinks about us that much.
You're missing your directions here.
No, sorry, I'm
Oh,
doing
you
it
did on
intentionally.
purpose?
Yeah.
This is something I really, really, really want to talk about, and I might send an email to Netflix about it. I wish so bad there was a comment section on Netflix.
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh, especially when watching reality TV. Not that I watch that much, but when I do, I'm just like, I want to see people's comments. I want to see what they're
Yeah.
saying about this moment right now. And how sweet would that be with like any TV show, any movie?
Yeah.
It's such a good idea.
I think comments are the second best feature of social media, specifically in context of Instagram. And
it's better than the actual videos.
I would say it's maybe only second to the fact that you can share stuff with people. Like the fact that you can
can
share,
send it.
like send something
Yeah.
that someone else posted to a friend. And we've taken that for granted because it's been a feature for so long.
Yeah.
But remember, there was a day where you couldn't send stuff to people.
I know.
You just had to like take it in.
Yes.
And the only way you can interact with it and your friends is through the comments under someone's post.
Yeah.
But I love that you can share something with someone, have almost like a sub dialogue
Yeah,
about it.
conversation,
Yeah,
yeah.
anyways, but comments.
And like I'm honestly, I don't think I've ever commented on something that's not like my friends
Yeah.
or family's posts. Like I've never commented on like a random thing, but I love reading people's comments. I feel like comments almost act as like a third space. Do you know what a third space is?
Yeah.
So third space
That is true.
is like a lot in real life is like a library or a mall or like a coffee shop, maybe like
Back in the day, it
a
used to be
place
the
where
pub.
you gather.
Yeah.
That's not home or work or school. And I feel like that's what comments are.
Yeah,
The comment section feels very communal.
Yeah, that's really
Like
good.
people are on the same page, or maybe they're debating a topic.
Yeah, it's like a digital third space
Yeah.
where people go ironically after work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's
And
like, yeah.
It depends on like the different types of videos and different types of humor, like the different types of people that comment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I bet you there's certain comments I read where I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. And sometimes people comment, can someone explain this to me? and then people reply back
Yeah,
and
yeah,
explain
yeah.
it to them.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's like this, people are kind of yearning for a third space or community, and the comments really provide that, more so than just scrolling through reels and just watching them and not doing anything.
Yeah, and I think obviously comments are the source of a lot of verbal or written attacks, cyberbullying,
yeah,
whatever.
that's true.
But I think that, like, I want to be proven wrong on this, but I actually do think that comments are a net positive
Yeah.
in terms of that exact thing, like
Yeah.
social connection, et cetera, et cetera. Especially, like, with that said, I have comments about social media more broadly
Yeah.
being obviously a net negative, especially for people under 18.
Mm-hmm.
With that said, specifically comments, I think that outside of like comments being really polarizing when it comes to
Yeah.
political things, when it comes like a funny video or someone sharing a funny story or even a really heartfelt like
Yeah.
piece of content, I notice it unifies people, brings people together, and it
Yeah.
actually reveals more commonality when it comes to the human experience
I
than
agree.
any other place in life. And so I'm pro comments. Are you pro comments?
I'm totally pro comments, except you know what? I'm not pro replies to comments.
Oh,
Like,
interesting.
I read the comments, I'm like having a good time, laughing or like relating or whatever. As soon as I click on that like 67 replies, my time is
That's
ruined.
so interesting.
My time is
Okay,
always ruined.
I see what
because
you're
people
saying.
the people that reply are a different breed, I think,
Yeah.
and they're always trying to get in a fight,
Yeah,
Or
they're
they're
like
not-
often disagreeing.
or they're not making sense,
Yeah.
or whatever. And I'm like, what's happening? Whenever I go into the replies, I'm like, this is not what I want.
Yeah, I understand that take completely.
Yeah.
But if I had to vote, like keep the replies or remove replies, I would choose to keep the
Yeah,
replies.
keep them.
Because that adds to the whole third spaceness of it.
That's
like the
true.
fact that someone could respond or like agree to the person.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes the agreements are actually funnier than the disagreements.
Yeah.
And so I'd keep the replies.
I'm glad that they're hidden though.
Yeah.
Okay, I have another thought for you. I think you might disagree with this one.
Okay.
I think playing things on 1.5 speed,
Yeah.
although I do it, is a bit toxic.
Okay. Tell me more.
Like, there's just been a couple like more meaningful videos or podcasts, I guess, I've watched in the last couple days, that when I put them at 1.5 speed, it just felt wrong.
Yeah.
Like, it felt like I needed to like take the real time and listen to this person.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm recording.
I think I would just add the layer of sometimes. Like, so for example, because I'm running a lot,
Yeah.
training for the next race, I listen to a lot of books on audio.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how there's some books where it's like you can get the point by skim reading and it's not really crazy deep. Say it's like 10 leadership lessons you should learn before your 40s or whatever. It's
Yeah.
like you can pretty much skim a book like that where it's like getting the principles, maybe the odd story will add texture to the explanation. For books like that, I love doing them at like 2 times speed because you're getting the content just faster.
Yeah.
With that said, there's books that are a lot more like dense that are harder to like. So for example, there's a philosopher named Soren Kierkegaard,
Yeah.
which I don't even think should be listened to via audiobook because it's just so
You have
dense.
to read it.
I was like, as I bought it and I finished it via Audible. The book was called Fear and Trembling, and it's a book about 2 Old Testament characters in the Bible, and he just offers like beautiful commentary on it. And I remember listening to it via Audible on like first 2 times speed, then 1.5 speed. And I'm like, oh, this is still too fast. One speed, like just normal speed.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I just need to read this book.
Yeah.
Because it's so dense
Yeah.
and so like consequential
Yes.
in terms of like how you write. Anyways, and so I'm like, oh, I think I need to read this book again.
Yeah.
Not in audio version.
The way this was most highlighted to me is I had a friend send me a voice memo, and it was 5 minutes long, and I like listened to it at 1.5 speed, but then it was about something serious, and I just felt like bad for rushing through it.
Yeah.
I guess I just felt like I needed to like really hear what she was saying.
Yeah.
Not that I can't hear what she's saying at 1.5 speed, but it just felt wrong. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know. It just felt kind of toxic. Like,
And so are you saying that, because your first note was listening to things at 1.5 speed is toxic?
yeah,
Or would you say sometimes?
sometimes.
Oh, okay.
But even like, did you know you can watch things on Netflix at 1.5 speed?
Oh, Yes, I did know that.
And
I
that
thought you were
even
gonna say
feels...
because you know Netflix or YouTube Premium,
Yeah.
which we got through a friend, has 3 times speed.
Whoa.
So there's things that, for example, communicators that are really slow in how they talk, you can put it even at three times speed. So
That's
it's like
crazy.
a 30-minute video you get done in 10 minutes, which is wild.
Crazy. But yeah, no, it just feels like something deserves your full attention sometimes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, we're heading to brunch. I think we can call it brunch now. It's past 11.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very hungry, and we'll put a little video at the end of what we get to eat.